Welcome back to the True Alien Podcast, our weekly paranormal probe into the unexplained. I'm Adrian Smith, your host.
And I'm Julia Jones. I'm here to help you navigate the twists and turns of today's story.
We're diving into a world of, well, shadowy government agencies, cryptic signals, and maybe even a touch of cosmic horror, right?
Think of it like this. What if someone discovered a secret diary, but instead of teenage angst, it was filled with scientific equations and warnings about alien contact.
Oh, wow.
That's the kind of energy we're tapping into today.
I like it. Okay, so our story kicks off with Asher Ellis. He's this brilliant but kind of eccentric engineer.
A little bit quirky.
Yeah, he's working for this super secretive company. They're called Marconi Systems.
Yeah, they're basically the real-life Men in Black, right?
Oh, I see.
Dealing with stuff so classified, it makes Area 51 look like a public library.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
So Asher's best friend, Julian, he's another genius at Marconi. But then Julian dies suddenly.
Supposedly because of this, freak electrical malfunction.
Yeah.
Very convenient.
Yeah, a little too convenient, right?
Right.
Especially when Asher finds Julian's journal.
Right.
But it's not your average diary. We're talking cryptic notes, symbols that look like they belong on an alien spacecraft, and all these increasingly urgent warnings about a mysterious signal.
Yeah, the journal becomes like a puzzle box, right?
Yeah.
Each entry is another clue. It draws Asher deeper and deeper into this conspiracy that goes way beyond a simple accident.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder, what did Julian know that got him killed?
Right. It's giving me chills. So Asher's trying to piece together all these clues, but he's not the only one who is interested in Julian's death.
Of course not.
The FBI shows up, asking all these questions about Julian's work, especially this top-secret project called Valkyrie.
See, this is where that tension between government secrecy and the public's right to know really comes into play.
Oh, I see.
How much should the authorities reveal, especially when they're dealing with something that's potentially earth-shattering?
Yeah.
Like contact with an alien intelligence. It's a real ethical dilemma.
Absolutely. So Asher is playing it close to the chest, not revealing anything about these classified projects that he and Julian are working on. But then this mysterious, and I mean alluring, woman named Lila Dubois, she enters the scene.
Oh, Lila.
She claims to have known Julian, and she wants to help Asher uncover the truth.
Ah, the classic femme fatale. Smart, beautiful, and potentially dangerous.
Yeah.
She's like a walking enigma, and Asher can't help but be drawn to her, even if he's not entirely sure that he can trust her.
And trust me, the intrigue only intensifies from here. Lila whisks Asher away on this whirlwind adventure to this hidden government facility in the middle of the Nevada desert.
It's like something straight out of a spy thriller, but with a paranormal twist.
Right.
We're talking about a facility that's so secretive it's not even on any maps.
Wow.
What are they hiding in there, and how does it connect to Julian's death and this mysterious signal?
Yeah. Well, let's just say things get a whole lot creepier once they're inside. Imagine walking into a place where scientists are conducting all these bizarre experiments. Everyone's wearing hazmat suits, and there's this constant sense of dread in the air. That's the vibe we're talking about.
Uh-huh. It's palpable.
Yeah.
And as Asher delves deeper into the facility, he starts to uncover the truth about Project Valkyrie. It's not just some, run-of-the-mill satellite system. It's something far more unusual, something that ties directly into those strange symbols Julian was so obsessed with.
Oh, okay. So those symbols mean something. And at the heart of it all, there's this pulsating orb of energy, the source of the signal. But here's the thing. It's not transmitting. It's receiving. And whatever it's receiving, it's starting to change Asher, giving him these strange abilities and these unsettling visions.
This is what I love about this story. It raises some fascinating questions about human potential. What if our brains are capable of so much more than we realize? What if contact with some kind of advanced intelligence could unlock abilities that we never even thought possible? It's both exciting and terrifying.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like we're on the verge of some major scientific breakthrough, but it's all wrapped up in this web of secrecy and danger. And just when things are getting really interesting, we get a major plot twist. Lila, she's been working with the government all along. She's not who she claimed to be.
Betrayal, manipulate, it's classic, right? Two classic ingredients in a good conspiracy thriller. And at the head of this shadowy operation, there's Dr. Kovac. He's this brilliant but ruthless scientist who is determined to control the signal no matter the cost.
So Asher's caught right in the middle of this power struggle. He has this impossible choice, activate the signal and potentially unleash something unknown and dangerous, or refuse and let Lila die.
It's a classic moral dilemma, right?
Yeah.
Amplified by the fact that the fate of humanity might be hanging in the balance. What would you do if you were in Asher's shoes? Would you prioritize your own survival or risk everything to protect the world from a potential threat?
That's a good question. So we left off with Asher facing this impossible choice. Risk unleashing something potentially devastating or sacrifice Lila.
Yeah, it's a true testament to the power of this story that it can make us grapple with such complex moral questions. What do you think? Would you be willing to risk the fate of humanity for one person?
Hmm. It's a tough one, that's for sure. But, I mean, let's not forget Asher. He's a brilliant engineer. He's not just going to blindly follow orders. He's going to analyze the situation,
Yeah.
use his, knowledge and intuition to try to find a way out.
And that's what makes him such a compelling character, right? He's not just reacting to these events, he's actively shaping them. He's using his intellect to try to understand the signal, decipher those cryptic symbols from Julian's journal.
Right, right. It's almost like those symbols are a key and the signal is the lock. And as Asher gets closer to understanding them, he's unlocking this deeper truth about the nature of the signal, about what it's capable of.
It's like a scientific puzzle, but with potentially cosmic implications.
Right.
And as Asher starts putting the pieces together, he starts to realize that the signal isn't just a message, it's a tool. It's a bridge between our world and something else entirely.
Okay, now we're getting into some seriously mind-blowing territory. What do you mean by something else? Are we talking about, like, other dimensions,
Yeah.
parallel universes?
That's certainly a possibility. Remember those strange abilities that Asher started developing after being exposed to the signal? The visions, the heightened senses? What if those are glimpses into another reality, a reality that's trying to break through into our own?
This is where the story takes on a whole new level of intrigue. It's
Yeah.
not just about government conspiracies and alien contact anymore, right? It's about the very nature of reality itself. The idea that there might be more out there than we can even comprehend.
And that's what makes the echelon signal so fascinating. It's not just this technological marvel, it's a philosophical enigma. It forces us to question everything we thought we knew about the universe, about our place in the grand scheme of things.
So with all this in mind, what does Asher ultimately decide to do? Does he give in to Dr. Kovac's demands and activate the signal? Or does he find another way?
He does something that surprises everyone. Even Lila. Remember those glyphs, those strange symbols from Julian's journal?
Uh-huh.
Asher, through his connection to the signal, has managed to decipher them. He understands their true meaning.
Wow, so he cracked the code. What did he find out? What did the glyphs reveal about the signal?
They reveal a terrifying truth. The echelon signal, it's not just a means of communication, it's a weapon.
A weapon.
A tool designed to open a doorway between dimensions. Whatever's on the other side, it's not coming in peace.
Hold on. Are we talking about an alien invasion? Is that what this all boils down to?
That's the terrifying implication. The signal is a beacon, a call to something ancient and powerful, something that wants to conquer and control. And Dr. Kovac, blinded by her ambition, is unwittingly playing right into its hands.
This is some serious end-of-the-world stuff. But Asher, he sees the danger, right? He understands what's at stake. And he knows he has to do something, even if it means sacrificing everything.
He makes a decision that will have profound consequences. For himself, for Lila, and for the entire world. He decides to use the signal against itself.
Against itself?
Overload it. To create this catastrophic feedback loop that will hopefully shut it down for good.
That's a bold move. But what about the risks? What about Lila, and what about Asher himself? Will he survive such a massive energy surge?
That's the question that hangs over everything as the story hurtles towards its climax. And we'll explore the fallout from Asher's actions in the final part of our paranormal probe.
So Asher's taken this huge gamble, right? Using the signal against itself to try and prevent a potential invasion.
It's a decision born out of desperation, but also, I think, of profound understanding. He's come to realize that the signal represents a force that humanity just isn't ready to confront.
Okay, but we left things hanging with this massive energy surge about to engulf the entire facility. What happens next? Does Asher's plan work?
The facility is completely obliterated, wiped off the map like it never even existed. It's a testament to the sheer power of the echelon signal, a force that can both create and destroy.
What about the people inside? Dr. Kovac, her team, Lila. Did anyone survive?
Lila is thrown clear of the blast. She's shielded by this wave of energy that seems to emanate from Asher himself. It's as if he, in his final moments, used his connection to the signal to protect her.
That's that's both tragic and incredibly heroic. He sacrifices himself to save the woman he loves and potentially the entire world.
Lila is left with physical and emotional scars, forever haunted by the events she witnessed, but she's also left with this profound sense of purpose, a determination to honor Asher's sacrifice by uncovering the truth about the signal and its origins.
So what happens to Leela after that? Does she go into hiding? Does she try to warn the world about what she's learned?
Years later, drawn by a pull she can't explain, Leela returns to the site of the destroyed facility. It's now just a desolate wasteland, a stark reminder of the power that was unleashed there.
Okay, this is where things get really eerie. What does she find among the ruins? Is there anything left of this signal? Any clues about what might have come through from the other side?
She finds something she never expected, something that defies explanation. A young woman sitting amidst the debris, her eyes glowing with this otherworldly green light, flecked with what look like tiny stars.
Whoa, hold on. That's sending shivers down my spine. Who is this woman? Is she connected to the signal somehow? Is it possible that something did come through that dimensional doorway?
And as Leela approaches, the woman speaks, but her voice is not her own. It's Asher's voice, echoing from beyond the grave, saying, "They say you know why I'm here."
Okay, that's seriously creepy. Is this Asher? Did he somehow survive the blast? Or is it something else entirely? Something that's taken his form, his memories?
The story leaves that question unanswered, like a door left slightly ajar. It's a chilling reminder that we don't fully understand the forces we're dealing with, the true nature of the signal, and the consequences of its activation.
So what does this all mean? What are we supposed to take away from the story of government conspiracies, alien contact, and mind-bending possibilities?
It's a story that challenges us to think beyond the boundaries of our current understanding, to acknowledge that there might be forces at work in the universe that we can barely comprehend. It's a cautionary tale, I think, about the dangers of unchecked ambition, the the pursuit of knowledge without considering the potential consequences.
It also makes you wonder, what else is out there? Are there other signals, other doorways waiting to be opened? And if so, are we ready for what might come through?
That's the question that lingers, long after the story ends. It's a question that invites us to keep exploring, to keep probing the mysteries of the universe, even if the answers we find are more unsettling than we could have imagined.
Well, listeners, we've reached the end of our paranormal probe into the echelon signal. We've journeyed through a world of, well, secrets, betrayals, and mind-blowing possibilities.
Remember, the truth is out there, hidden in the shadows, waiting to be uncovered. And sometimes it just takes a little digging, a little curiosity to bring it to light.
Thanks for joining us on the True Alien Podcast. Don't forget to rate, follow, and tell your friends about our weekly paranormal probes. Until next time, keep looking up, stay curious, and remember, the universe is full of wonders, both terrifying and beautiful.